Hello, this is BremSter. I seem to be having some technical difficulties, and I'm hoping those are going to go away. Um, YouTube Studio seemed to reset itself for some unexpectedly strange reason, but I have been highly recommended the Talos Principle. It seems to be working now, and this is that game. It doesn't like my graphics card either, so I'm glad I gave myself half an hour to play with setup. It doesn't seem to recognize my graphics card is a 4K graphics card, even though it's got all sorts of stuff. It says my graphics card is very limited. It's a 4080. Okay, I put it down to being an older game that just doesn't recognize what it is, so that's all good. I'm hoping the stream hasn't been completely lost. I had a few people waiting and they've all disappeared. YouTube is doing odd things, but I'm going to give this game a try. Hopefully it's all working. I really hope it's all working. YouTube Studio has been odd recently. Anyway, so this is the Talos Principle. I'm actually going to, I hate doing this. Sorry about the delay. I'm just going to check the stream on my other computer and make sure it's all good. It says it's live. Seems to be live. So, yep, I'm going to call that good. Sorry, everyone. That's a really silly thing to do, but it's still not showing any viewers, even though I'm viewing it. So, yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to try the Talos Principle. So let's give this one a go. I'm going to play the Talos Principle. I do have the, I think it was Rockrat Zero. Could have been someone else recommended. I get the while it's on sale. I got both of these on sale. I think I bought Talos Principle, I think when it was like 50% off. It's now and it's 85% off. If you're interested in this game, now is the time to get it. I wasted some money. I do that all the time. I'm going to create a new game of the Talos Principle. I know nothing about this, so this is very strange. Okay, the time at the top is time played. That was an option that was available. I was hoping it would show local time so I could see what my time is. There are a few options I've modified. I'm assuming I can modify them here. In the game options, I chose hints to only use. And I didn't change. Oh, and I changed the terminal font size to large. There was something else that was here, which was about the time. Was it here? Yeah, show time. I'm going to turn that off. Right. Whoa.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
Sure, no problem. Can I change the mouse tracking speed? Because it's way too fast. Like, way too fast. Mouse sensitivity. Let's drop that down to 0.7. That's better. I know, even that seems choppy. Yeah, the fact that it doesn't like my graphics card, I think, is making this a little choppy, but we'll see how this goes. The graphics are very not, they're okay. They're not cyberpunk quality, but it's an older game. Well, it's, what, 6 years old or something? Initiating child program logic check. I know nothing about this game. I know nothing about how it works. Okay, so that's a force field. I can't go through that. That's a statue with no head. That is a jammer. Okay, it's a jammer. I'm assuming that means I can't pick up the jammer again. Right, so if I jam that, I've lost the jammer. It doesn't seem to be... Right. So if it's jamming something, I am... Right, okay, cool. Just confirming I have to leave the jammer behind. Okay, but what I want to do is I want to make it so that it's jamming two things. Oh no, this is purple, which means I can walk through it. Right. Child program basic calibration successful. Congratulations. I have calibrated... Whoa. I'm assuming that's bad. There is absolutely no one on in stream or anything. I'm assuming it's all working. I don't know. Just have to hope. Now this is another jammer. And does that mean I can jam... I don't know what that does. Like, I'm assuming it's bad. Do I then get another jammer for that? I do. Okay. So far it's about finding and using jammers. And there's a ladder, which put me back where I was. So there's a reset. But the reset I don't think is helping me much yet, but it's probably there for a reason. I don't know what that reason is.
All across this land, I have created trials for you to overcome.
Thanks, GLaDOS.
And within each, I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils.
Thank you, Ranks.
For thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
Massive technical problems getting this one working. It just did not like my new graphics card. So I have to find a sigil. I can't remember what he said his real name was. Elohim, but I'm just going to call him GLaDOS. So that will be the end of the level. So I've got to find the sigil. Is that the thing? Ooh, there are multiple ways to go. So these are the sigils to find, I'm hoping. A switch out of reach. Oh yeah, I mean it's playing at a high res. It's playing at the res I'm streaming at. Was it something by 1440, 2880 by 1440. It's just not at 4K. It's like, okay, fine, not a problem. Now I can jam that. There's the sigil, I'm assuming. There's going to be another jammer somewhere. Ah, there's a switch. I don't know what the switch does. Does the switch turn the gun off? Like if I follow the cable, the switch is to the gun. So I'm assuming that means I can now take the jammer back because the gun has been powered off. Right, okay. Jam jam. No, wait, jam jam. I want you to jam jam. What does that menu do?
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys.
No, they're shapes.
They are the sigils of our name. Each brings you closer to eternity.
Uh-huh. I'm assuming I can't walk back through the purple door with the jammer, because that would be way too fair. Now, how do I access the menu at the top up there? I'm assuming, like, there's a menu at the top left. There doesn't seem to be a way of doing it. No. Bye-bye, jammer. They're mostly rhetorical at the moment. Occasionally, when I do games like this, Ranks, I will turn out to chat and go, help! But I have hints turned off because I like to try and discover on my own, but I'm also not proud. I'm more than comfortable to scream for help when I am being dumb. I don't think I'm there yet. Hey, Ratfinks. Do you prefer to be called Ratfinks or Sarah? Okay, there's a lot going on in this one. I mean, not by the standards that the game will get to, but... Now, there's no cable for that one. That ball seems to be being stupid. So I can jam that. Is this ball just being stupid? No. Okay. I'm a big fan of pseudonyms on the internet most of the time. Okay, so what have I missed? Not death. I have not missed death. Death has...
Guardians of this land may harm you,
I guessed.
but do not resent them, for they are my servants, and they challenge you only so that your faith might be strengthened.
Thanks, GLaDOS. So if I jam that, what do I do there? It doesn't seem... Right. Nanny, nanny, nanny.
Well done, child. Only one more sigil is needed.
What, for the whole game? I feel ripped off. Okay. Nope. Wouldn't that be funny? Okay. So this is going to be the dodgy stuff. Yoink! Oh, I'm going to be terrible at this. Yeah, beep, beep.
My temple awaits you, child. Go forth.
What if I come 5th? It just didn't hear because these levels are so short. That would make sense. BBMF! Beep, beep. So which way do I go now?
My child, you do not need to collect all sigils at once. You are free to return to this place whenever you choose.
Right. Have you met someone with OCD before? Like, do you know how OCD works? Wow, gemmers have a long range. They only jam one thing. So what I want to do is that. Then I can pick up that one and jam that. Then I can pick up that one and jam that. It's pretty early. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. But where did I miss other ones? What? There was a pop-up thing, and I don't know what it said. It went away too quick. Ah. Oh, right. Oh, I am terrible at these. Yeah, Athena in the garden of the Hesperides. Did not trust them, but they moved with such grace, such nobility, that it was hard not to follow them further into this strange garden of gears and cogs. They led her to a place where the crowns of brass trees seemed to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grew a smaller tree made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grew a single golden apple. This apple, the nymphs said in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but you have all faltered in the final step, for you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom is unending folly. Who would take this burden among themselves? Some say that Hercules, blah blah blah, gazing upon the stars and wept. Okay. The way I see it, the world doesn't come from the manual. You've got to figure it out for yourself. A bit here, a bit there, put it together, try and make sense of it, but I'm pretty sure there is a truth. But that doesn't mean everyone who claims to know it really does. Then again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. We live in an amazing world, and searching for the truth can be a real adventure. Plus, it's good for the brain. Anyway, just some rambling thoughts from your old man. Don't let this stuff get you down. You're young, you've got loads of time to figure it out. Love, Dad. From Nadia Alexander Drennan. Welcome to the team. Hi again. Sorry if I was a little odd at the meeting. I know you were nervous, but the truth is, so was I. This may be hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You're so young and you've already accomplished so much. If the situation wasn't so grim, I might even be jealous. There's also something I wanted to clarify. I realize that, nominally speaking, I'm head researcher here, but this is your project and everyone will respect that. And yes, I know you're not used to working like this, but as of today, you're in charge. No pressure. Gee, let's do this. Nadia. So, what the heck is the MLA? Okay, it was that. Secondly, the Milton Library Assistant is designed primarily to sort and classify data in the library archive. Secondarily, it facilitates user interaction with library resources via intuitive human language interface. It also provides powerful networking and troubleshooting functions. What are these terminals? Terminals provide access to the library resource. Great. How long has this system been running? Right. What is your power supply, and can I please have one? What is the current status of the library archive? There are 47 million sources in the archive, taking up 5.2 petabytes of data. Yeah, not that much. There's approximately the size of 30 billion photos, 7 million minutes of HD video, or the entire internet in 2003. So not that much. However, the majority of library resources are corrupted or invalid. 10 gigabytes of uncorrupted resources are indexed. What caused the data corruption? Progressive data corruption is inevitable in any system over time. True dat. Additionally, large number of inconsistencies were detected during sorting, leading to greater than average data invalidation. Can you respond to queries on the outside? My knowledge is limited to the data in the library archive. You can ask about other topics, but my responses may be limited. Where am I? We're currently in a support session with the MLA Human Language Interface module. Your library archive session may be resumed at any time. Who is Elohim? Great. Fine. What was the first word of the last sentence you wrote? Great. What am I? Okay. I have no idea what the point of that was. Wow. Glare. I have no idea if I've missed stuff and I'm causing a problem here. Poking a sleeping lion. Yeah, that always seems good. Right, so that thing is already asleep. I kind of like this mechanic. Right. So I've got to get in there. So I need the second jammer. So what I could potentially do is jam that from here. Go around. Take this jammer. To jam that. Take this jammer to jam that, and then
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you.
but I have but there's still stuff I haven't done.
You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
Except Europa. Attempt no landing there. Too soon? So I want to go back and finish one, right? So does the gold star mean that's done, and I just need to do the orange T and the... It's not a T, is it? Possibly, I can't remember. And the L. So here's the orange L. Triobombascitis. Okay. So I have one jammer. I have one jammer. So what's the one I haven't done in this level? There was another orange one way back, wasn't it? Yep. Hey, Frappy. And while this may not be rendering at the top graphics level, this is fine. Everything's fine here now. How are you? Yeah, this is good enough for this game, I think. Peephole. So I can jam that. Great. Does that allow me? No. So what I probably instead want to jam is that. So I can take that, then jam that. Is that the only thing I'm worried about? No. The question is, I don't think I can jam purple, can I? No. So what I want to do is jam that. Then I want to come back here, take this jammer, jam that, come back here, pick this one up because that's still jammed, and go kablooey. Hey Soothsayer. I'm not sure I've seen you in one of my streams before, but then again, I have a terrible memory, so you may have been here a lot. And I'm sure Ranks will have to be leaving soon, because Ranks will be streaming soon. And I think that's everything in level 1. Oh, there is a run. Excellent, there's a run. Oh, okay. I will keep that in mind. It's just... Thank you, Ranks. Now, does this tell me... how do I... Okay, to turn around, I have to move forward and... Oh, it's mouse. I had coffee in my hand. So this tells me that I have completed 1, I am assuming. And being me, I now go for 2, which has 3 shapes in it, where 1 had 7. I'm not sure what the gold star is supposed to indicate. Is that something else I should have done in that level? That is a question I'm asking. I'm asking chat.
Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
Unrecognized error detected. Ah. I mean, you've got to try God, right? Everyone has seen Hackers. So should I go look for the bonus content? Like, I don't know what bonus content would look like. Maybe I'll find it in a different level. Okay. So list. Access com portal. I'd be curious to see it, I suppose. And then all of the passwords don't work. But I am a bot. I shouldn't have started this because I had ranks as unlimited time. Okay. Uh, wow. People are not rational, so I'm going to just say a human being. My first day at the Institute for Applied Neomatics. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? I'm aware you're on a limited time ranks. Sorry about that. Okay, I might try and find them later. Um, this will not be the only session I do of this. My first day at the Institute for Applied Neomatics. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Hello, that's my life. Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work there. uh, I suffer from anxiety. I know this one. Trembling, I walk in. Right at the entrance, there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Did I get it? Institute for Applied Neomatics. Dr. Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Dr. Sarabhai shows up smiling. When we were trying to find a cool acronym back when the institute was founded, she says Einen Napo all sounded stupid, but we didn't want to call it Ian because, well, that's a name. Then someone made a joke about calling it Jeff and kind of stuck, so we're officially called Ian, but if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name, I guess. I know, bloody geeks. After that conversation, I wasn't so scared anymore. Novel's first sentence, she woke up in an impossible place knowing nothing, signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery that we would go far as to read the entire work as allegory. Rather, while taking the science fictional novice at the core of narrative face value, we should, having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others, what our senses, reality. Wow. Kingdom of Artemis. Yeah, I've forgotten much of my classical history. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, it may be certain that he was made of bronze, but had but one vein within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claimed was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, and man dies when he loses blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If, then, a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, and even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. Right. Thanks. Hall of Windows. Hall of Windows. So, there is a thing in here which I could use to jam that, for example. And I could pick up this one, which I could now take through here. And I could use to jam that. But then... Can I... No, that's not going to work, is it? Wait, could I... use that to jam that? Use that? No.
Good.
Now, is that a door
You are
this
learning,
way?
as is your purpose. But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
So is that a double... You will not guide me unless it is necessary. Okay. I also haven't figured out how to find the hints. Like, there was a whole thing about hints always or only on ask or something. I'm assuming these are the other temples. Okay. Everyone... Great, thanks. What is that connected to? Oh. Huh. The question is, will that shoot that? I doubt it. So this is... I have one jammer. Now if I jam that, and then turn it on, and then unjam it, and then turn that off. No. Nope, that got both of them. So I can't easily tell what shapes I have or haven't done on this level, but that's okay. Explore it. The zappy sound is... What? Don't jump! Don't jump! What was that? And did that serve any function whatsoever? These terminals are very slow. I think that's my biggest problem with them. Error.log. The day that I oft remember when from sleep I first awakened, found myself reposed under a shade of flowers, much water. I've heard of this before. I think. All these calm people are driving me mad. Have they all suddenly turned into Buddha or something? I didn't know the world had such reserves of serenity, though these latter-day Gautamas are at least being somewhat realistic. You know what's even worse? Those paranoid nutters who are building bunkers and collecting guns. What are they going to do? Shoot... whatever. Though I have to admit, overall, the response has been much better than I had ever anticipated, to the point where I might be moved by the beauty of humanity if I wasn't such a grumpy old fart. Hello! This minority of total idiots is really messing up my final days. Anyway, the reason I'm writing this is because I refuse to believe in scenarios with absolutely no solutions. Oh, you've never done one of my puzzles. If we all, at least the ones I haven't released, if we all put our heads together, we can figure something out. It'll be crazy, but crazy is better than dead. Crazy is what we do best on this planet. Absolutely. Topic number 3. One day you will discover that you are not a human being but a machine. Your life so far was real. No one controlled you or programmed you to believe in some specific way. Your physical and mental capacities are identical to those of an organic human being, but you were created in a lab. No one except you knows about this. Your family, your friends, they all think you are a regular human being like themselves. You could continue to... this is all you zombies. Well, not quite. You could continue to live your life the way you have before and nothing would change. How do you react? Pay specific attention to these questions. Does your concept of yourself change? Are you the same person you thought you were? Does your understanding of the world itself change? Do you reveal the information to others or do you keep it to yourself? Why? 1,500 to 2,000 word. The 26th is the final deadline. No extensions will be granted. And even if it matters, does it matter that it matters? I am completely lost. I found myself off the path. I have no idea where the path even was. All I see is bricks. The signposts have all vanished. I have been led astray. Isn't this where we all began? Isn't this where we left off? Stop buzzing at me. Or, you know, don't.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule. Write letters to the future so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now. Bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Not gonna comment on that one. There's been some discussions with family recently. The guards must be crazy. That's a nice reference. Whoa. This is going to be a problem, isn't it? You're about to shoot me to death? Nope. Now I can block you. Where'd the jammer go? Not that one. Wasn't there another jammer? Yeah, that one. can't do it through there. This is probably not the solution. So, but there more stuff in this level? I thought there was. Maybe not. But I never found the star. There are 2 stars in this level. Stop it with the incessant beeping. Part 2 of the certification program is now being generated. Begin. Yes. 1 of 7. Since all human beings are persons, and some human beings have psychological capacity similar to animals, are some animals therefore persons? I broadly agree with this concept, but I'm special. A person is under no authority other than that which they consent. I broadly... Okay, right. Do I want to get into philosophy while doing a puzzle game? So my general consensus on life, and I realize I may be off camera right now, is that consent is king. Absolutely. However, in the world of a bounded and civilized society, there must be some things to which people do not consent. So for the concept of personal security and everything, such as a personal relationship or anything, you do not do anything without someone's personal consent. But to live in a bounded society, you must have laws for which people may not consent. For example, you do not do harm to others is a law which some people may not consent to, but they have to live by it. Driving safely, like I want to drive on the left side of the road because I live in Australia. You just do that. If you want to drive on the right side of the road in this country, that is not something you can just do because you do not need to. That is just a law, and you don't have to consent to those laws. So while I broadly agree with the concept I broadly disagree with the concept that they're under no authority other than that which they consent. But consent is king when it comes to personal stuff. So I broadly disagree with this concept. The quality of life of persons ought to be maximized. I broadly agree with this concept. Value is discovered. Value is discovered, worth can be given. The problem is the definitions of value and worth vary. I would say value is discovered, but worth isn't. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. You are saying talents, not opportunities, so... If you were saying opportunities or privilege, I would broadly disagree. But talents... Because a talent has to be practiced. If you do not practice a talent, you do not get it. So you broadly deserve a talent that you're brought into. The liberty of persons ought to be maximized. I broadly agree with this concept. Value is created. Worth is created. I do not think value is created. Hey, Sotek. We keep discussing what an artificial intelligence would mean to us and how it would change our understanding of the world. That's a great topic, and I think we've covered it extensively. What we've barely mentioned, though, is the other side of the coin. I mean, our lives would still be what they were before, AI or no AI. The question I think we should discuss, even if it's all completely hypothetical, is the perspective of the artificial intelligence itself. What would it be like to be that creature, to suddenly come into being, created by others as an experiment? Isn't that everyone? To have all the information about yourself, to know exactly how you function. What would you think about the world? Doesn't AI know? Would an AI know exactly about how it functions? Would it know itself down to its component level? I don't think it would, because if it knew itself down to its component level, it would have to be effectively capable. All of its components would have to be individually self-aware. So that's not how it's going to work. What would you think about the world? What would you see? Meaning, beauty? Would you judge humanity? Where would you see yourself fitting into the grand scheme of things? I think we'd try to put ourselves into the shoes of such a being. Dear Alexandra, thank you for your feedback. This is a philosophy course, not science fiction. And that's why I almost gave up my studies. Great. I don't know that we're not all actually AI, but that we don't know ourselves down to our component level, which is what it was talking about there, to be completely aware of itself. For anything to be aware of itself down to its component level, each of its components would need to be individually aware, and that is just not something's going to happen. So if we were AI, they were hypothesizing that you would be aware down to your existence to the thing. And if we were AI, if we are AI and we're not aware of it, then that's just not the concept they were talking about there. We're blessed to have people who are contributing to this project, but we've got to make sure everyone is on the same page. Alexandra Drennan, Institute Coordinator, EL, I'm not going to remember names, I barely remember mine half the time. EL Hardware, Generation Module, Simulation Module, Something Broken, Link Hardware, Link Software, Maintenance Module, Diagnostics, Memory Module. Any of these names stand out to me? Not really. File, blah, blah, blah. Arkady Chernyavsky. That sounds familiar. But I don't know where from. The Straton of Stygia was a Greek materialist philosopher associated with the Peripatetic school. An admirer of Aristotle, he was a proponent of empiricism and fierce critical philosophy that placed belief before observable truth. Yuck. Though unpopular with many of his peers for his often acerbic personal manner, his commentaries on Aristotle were considered an important work. Much of his writing was lost in the destruction of the Library of Alexandria. Belief before observable truths. Yeah. Thanks. I mean, I can be aware of all of what my components are, kind of, but I can't be aware of how they function or control how they function. And I think that, yeah, and for an artificial intelligence to be 100% aware of how it functions, then modifying that, it's weird. The amount of space it would take for a component to be self-aware to itself is greater than the component itself. did not expect this to be a philosophical stream. I'm imagining this is the exit. Now, is this where I grab this and run? No. Okay. I'm learning. So, I can't go through the exit. I can't grab that, so I need to grab something else. I was wondering. Nope. Right. That's going to kill me, isn't it? Yep. Okay. The rewind is a bit weird. If there was anything I wish I could turn off, it's that rewind and the graphics on the rewind. But I am confuzzled a little here. The levels are going to get harder. So there's a door there with a lock. I imagine that's what the keys are for. There was nothing up towards the exit. Surely this is just the exit. Yeah, this is the gate that lowers after the thing. So this is just the exit. Yeah. Probably. I have no problems with philosophy. Some of my best friends and I have spent a lot of time talking stupid philosophy. We just don't take it too seriously. That doesn't go very far, does it? It does in that direction. Okay, so I can go this way. Hello, keys. We now have a new mechanic. I mean, philosophy is fun as all. Just... I have not gotten any stars yet. No, I have not found them. I have not figured out what they're for. You know me, Sotek. I'm an idiot. a bit tied up. Okay, so that is blocking that? No, that is not blocking anything. Something is blocking that. That is blocking. So if I jam that from a distance, surely I can now come and get that. Which I could use to block that. Because I could then come and get that. Which I could use to jam that. Or something. Then I can grab that. And then I've got that. And then I've got 2 spare jammers or something. Well, there's a star. Well, we are of the opinion the pig must pay. How many times are you going to be throwing Hunting of the Snark references at me now, Ratfinks? Did that one change directions? Yes, okay. Right. That's not going to be it, and I'm in trouble now. Okay.
Here, those who are worthy may seek the counsel of my blessed messengers. But their wisdom shall not be given easily, for your accomplishments must be your own.
What? Is this the hint thing? Okay. Am I going to be too close to it here to live? Yes. No. Okay. But I can't go anywhere. So that's completely unhelpful. Where can I go? Can you? Ah. I'm assuming I can't take it through there, though. I have no keys. Now, I can get back to this side. So I can take this jammer back. But I can't put the jammer... Like, if I put the jammer on that, does that mean it's close enough from up high? I doubt it. I don't think that's going to make a difference, is it? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, good God. And now I'm still faced with a dilemma. Was there another jammer somewhere? Yeah, I would hope a puzzle game does dilemmas. I learned a new trick. I'm trying to see how to use the new trick in this circumstance. I can't see how to use the new trick in this circumstance. I'm not seeing a jammer in there. Oh, is that an exit out the back? Yeah, shut up. That is not an exit out the back. That low droning sound is a little unpleasant. So I've got one jammer. Can't jam through. If I jam that, I'm just going to get shot immediately.
My child, there is no shame in seeking another path. Leave this mystery for another day.
Oh, shut up. Dear God, you invented OCD, so leave me alone. I wish I could get in there to figure out what that is. But I don't seem to have a way. So there's a ladder there. How do I get to that ladder? But what good is the ladder? I couldn't get back to the jammer. There's a ladder there. That's the shortcut out. Wait a moment. I didn't need to pick the jammer up again, but I did, so... What the hell was the point in the ladder then? Okay, so I want to unlock this so I can eventually get the key to go back around and get the jammer again, is my thinking. So I get the key. That allows me to unlock the door so I can come around, grab the jammer, and I have a jammer now. I think I'm a jammer now. I have 2 jammers. So I can jam that. I can come through. And I can jam that. And I can come through. And I can jam that. And I can pick that up. And I can jam that. Hey, Chip. Dude, that one was much easier. What is the recording? Is that me or something? I've no idea what is going on. What's the red dot that I got? It says at the top I have a red dot and a star. And at the top I've got A flashing and I don't understand. Display psychological profile. You may be already criticizing your own performance, but it's clear you understand how the world of ideas affects you, even if you are sometimes weary of the realities and allow your preferences to dictate your beliefs. You have a great deal of unused capacity which you have not turned to your advantage. Disciplined and self-controlled outside, you tend to be worrisome and insecure inside. But you pride yourself as an independent thinker and do not accept others' statements without satisfactory proof. Yeah. Due to outstanding notes on your account and despite displaying many of the characteristics of being a person, you cannot be granted admin status at this time. User provided objective response when asked for a subjective one. Users sought to maximize both liberty and quality of life, but these ideals are incompatible. Bullshit. Was this game designed by Americans? So I got 1 star.
These worlds, and we within them, are made of words.
Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to even try and read that one. Hi all, everything's been moved to the EL facility. I know it's been said to leave good old Jeff building behind, but it makes sense for us to be on site, especially when there's severe power outages in the coming weeks. Arcadia's team already working, but you really need to worry about teams getting each other's way. Facility is genuinely humongous. Let's get this show on the road. Nadia. Strategy and Stagiria on beginnings. It is a grave error of many philosophers, not only of the Athenian schools, but also of many others, that they begin not with observation of the cosmos as it surrounds us, but with the conclusion already in mind. And often that conclusion is the world that was created ideal, and mankind itself is the greatest creation of the gods. Yet neither the world nor the gods owe mankind perfection. It is arrogance itself to presume so. On the contrary, all methods of philosophy to all methods of philosophy. The honest philosopher seeks only the truth, even if it bears no comfort, and he must begin by assuming, as Socrates said, that all he knows is that he knows nothing. As I frequently say, I am an idiot. There's only one QR code that matters, and that it doesn't translate for you, and that is the one bad puzzle. As in,
Behold, I am Elohim,
yeah,
and
you've
I
said.
speak unto the darkness, be gone. Excess data cleared.
Thanks. When you say one bad puzzle, do you mean it's a puzzle that's not very good, or you mean that, like, it's the title of it is one bad puzzle, or? Because if you're not playing this on a phone, I assume you use the QR reader, it gives you a code that... Oh, okay. But you use a QR reader on your phone, and then that gives you a code that you can put in that unlocks something. Otherwise, you have to do it on the phone or something. Out-of-game knowledge for some games is okay. There's a couple of puzzle games I've bought that actually specifically require out-of-game knowledge. They say so in their briefing. I am bad at staying on the path. Okay, I'll stay on the path. I have yet to see anything that resembles a QR code. Okay. Now, I fell not much further than that last time and died, so... I've not seen anything that resembles a QR code, no. I don't know what that symbol means. We have a new mechanic. We have a new mechanic. Reflectors? Or something? Is there an item I need? Did I miss it in the foyer? This is kind of hinting that I need a particular thing. If it's a tutorial, it's not a good one. Because I'm tempted to leave the area as uncompletable. Yeah, I'm really tempted to leave this area as uncompletable. I have gone to the platform. All there is a migraine-inducing throb. So as a tutorial, it's terrible. I figure I've got to put a reflector or something. Great. There's nothing in the middle. Okay. Well, am I calling it here? That's not what it was telling me, though. It was just a flashy red thing. So this is again telling me I don't have the mechanic. Okay. But I'm calling this really stupid. I completed levels 1, 2, and 3, so I came to level 4. level 1, 2 and 3 are done, except for the star thing, which I found one of by accident.
There is much that you may learn in the halls of my temples, for there is much that you do not know. That is why you are a child. But children are made to learn, and in time they come to have dominion over the lands of their home. So it shall be with you and your generations.
Yeah, that really needed better explanation. Okay. I can use connectors, I just don't have any. Here they are. Huh. Interesting. So how do I connect to multiple things then? Like that, okay. So... I'm assuming this is not doable. Oh wait, it was. No, it wasn't. Okay. So how do... Is there another connector in here? There's one up there, but... Oh, I see. Nifty. Nifty, nifty, nifty. Right. So can I shorten the legs on one of them so I don't cross the streams? Isn't that the way to do it? So I've got two connectors. Hmm. And this one I may be able to play with elevation. But only for blue, not for red. So for red, I did want to keep what I had. So I go bang, bang, bang. Then bang, bang, bang.
The answer that came to me again and again was play. Every human society in recorded history has games.
Yep.
We don't just solve problems out of necessity. We do it for fun. Even
both.
as adults. Leave a human being alone with a knotted rope, and they will unravel it. Leave a human being alone with blocks, and they will build something. Games are part of what makes us human. We see the world as a mystery, a puzzle, because we've always been a species of problem solvers.
We're also a species of problem creators, which is a significant part of the problem. And I don't mean creating problems for other people to solve for fun. I'm talking about we just create massive problems for ourselves. Why am I even doing this? Like, there's a path here. I feel it's for a reason. In a game like this, you wouldn't put a path unless it was meant to be followed, right? Did that just bounce me back because I hit some sort of wall or was... Am I going to be right back where I started? Absolutely. Well, that was a pointless exercise. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff over there, but I don't think I could get down there because it was too far to fall. That glitchy sound is not good. It's headache inducing. I have no idea where I would find a star. Like, I could explore for hours and hours and hours. Couldn't I? Like, the first one I found was inside a level. I didn't see... There are games that I'm completionist on, and then there's other ones that I am not. Too far? No. Like, this is the low point, apart from possibly going down there, which kills you. That was 4. What's the cube symbol? Is that something else I need from up here? Right. I am terrible at these. So, companion cubes, reflectors. Do we get turrets at some point? This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my disappointment. I've got Melbourne weather. Things to do with 2 boxes. They really are companion cubes. They didn't even try and hide it, did they? Can I use him as a shield? The answer seems to be maybe? But how do I get the other one? I don't. I don't need the other one. Because I can now hide over here. And that got me precisely nowhere? So I need my cube back. Well, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, I figured I could jump on cubes. So, does that mean... No, it doesn't. So, I... So, if I put a cube here... That's not going to help me at all. Because if... How do I get that cube back? Because if I pick that up... I can trap one of them, but not both. But then I can't pick it back up. They're cubes. So I can use it as a shield, but not to move around it by staying facing it. So that's not the solution. So I need the second cube. But I don't see how to do that. Maybe? No. So I can use it to trap one of them. And get past, but I can't then collect the cube, because even if the other one is out of sync, as soon as I pick it up, while I can block moving forward, as soon as I pick it up, even if I've got it between me and the one that I picked up, it blows up anyway. So I can absolutely block like that. And when it's out of the way, if I pick this up... Oh, I can. You just have to be pixel perfect. Okay. So I had the right idea the first time. Hang on, where did I come in? Is that where I came in?
I was in school when I first read about the Talos Principle. I think it disturbed me at the time, made me hyper-aware of my body as a physical object, the material reality of the brain, ideas that made me uncomfortable at first, but I think in the long run, helped me understand how frail human beings are and how precious. It's not a comforting way of thinking about the world, but I'd rather face the truth than lie to myself.
Right. I see one possibility here, but it's not going to be that effective. I don't know if that opens the door or jams the gun. It opens the door. I think I've discerned some kind of pattern in the sigils. Each colour serves a different purpose. Elohim has gathered them all, but perhaps being overzealous. Okay. Now I'm curious. Because that's the sort of thing I would have done. So by going over the fence, I'm assuming they mean I take that and I drop it. I take that. And I put it there where I can see both. I take that. Now, does that mean I jump up on it? Oh no, I can do that. No. But it didn't put it up on the... So I have to be on the box. I select that, and then I select that, and I connect. And then it's put it on the ground again. So how do I put it on the box? Like that. Okay. This game is weird, by the way. It's putting me through Green L. So. Does it mean I can do something like this? Which will allow me to get this. Zoop. Oh, okay. And because if the thing, I'm assuming the beam won't go through if it's closed. So I need to do that, I need to do that, I need to do that, and then I need to do that. I have no idea if I'm doing well or badly. What is that? I assume it's a mine? Oh. Back in the previous level. Oh. Good God, they're hard to see. I think something's very wrong. If you've seen what I'd seen at the edges of the world, you wonder if it wasn't stretching and bursting at the seams. Okay? Redonkulously hard to see. So cubes that don't explode on your face. Cool. I missed a star somewhere. I can live with this concept. Ah, beeping terminal. Did I do this beeping terminal? I don't even remember. I do this for a living. I don't want to do it for... I think I've done these. Short for Extended Lifespan is a groundbreaking initiative by 7 leading universities to create the world's most stable and durable supercomputer. With its custom-made hardware, bomb-proof casing, and near-inexhaustible hydroelectric power supply. There's a problem with hydroelectric inexhaustibility, but sure, EL represents a unique step forward in the evolution of human technology. The brainchild of Nobel Prize nominee Dr. Arkady Cherenevsky, EL will download press kit, meet the team. And it's still using HTML, so how advanced is it? Once a true artificial intelligence has been created, the issue of citizenship is going to come up. If we acknowledge that an AI has all of the abilities of a human brain, should it not be considered a citizen? Is it not, in the legal sense of the word, a person and therefore a potential citizen? But where do you draw the line? Some people will object that in the great apes become citizens, elephants, whales, the more intelligent parrot species. It's crazy, they will say. It would remind these people that we live in a society in which a corporation, as an abstract an entity as one could imagine, is considered a person. So it is not like there is no precedent for a non-human being being a person. At least an artificial intelligence is an artificial thinking being, not just a business arrangement. Perhaps we do not need to question the definition of personhood. Increasing amounts of evidence regarding the intelligence of elephants or the existence of culture amongst whales, for example, could be a sign that we need to answer some difficult questions. Who better to debate these questions with young genius revolutionizer? So that always brings up an interesting concept for me. If corporation is a person, then is taking I've always found this one. If an executive takes an action that could end that corporation, as soon as you register a corporation, any action you take towards ending that corporation is ending that person's life. And therefore, that person should be guilty of murder. Even if you are voluntarily shutting it down, if you are, if you terminate an employee, then aren't you actually doing bodily harm to a corporation? Filing for Chapter 11 on a corporation could be considered assault. Yes, corporations should not be people, but in certain countries they are. And there's very interesting legal ramifications for that one. Yeah. apparently there's some legal stuff in Europe where the minute there's a whole bunch of stuff around when certain corporations have turned around and said, but we're people, so we have legal exceptions. There's literally been cases of it's like, great, we charge you with manslaughter. It's like, what? We have evidence of you being actually responsible for the shutting down of corporations or the creation of corporations without license. You didn't read it, and all of this sort of stuff, and shutting down of corporations, and you are guilty of a crime for terminating a person. And it's like, but they're corporations. It's like, you can't have both. So using that legal defense of a corporation as a person in some places in Europe is they're just sitting there going, go on, try it. Yeah, very weird. I know nothing about this apart from stuff that I've seen on the internet. So I am not a legal expert. This is just something I've read and I thought was incredibly funny. It may not be true. Anything I say is completely and utterly, almost certainly wrong, but I thought that was a funny thing to read. You must consider these riddles, the Sphinx said, and tell me the riddle that I did not reveal. The Sphinx filed, the gears in her jaw creaking, the teeth nightmare of rust, her left eye flickered, but none of its terror was diminished. The ruins were silent. I think she finally said that the riddle you did not reveal is this. Why do these riddles exist in the first place? Why do these curious automatons, these mute children of Hephaestus, behave as they do, forcing me to devise these intricate solutions? Each is a riddle, but the greater riddle is their purpose. The Sphinx did not answer. Her eye was lifeless now. Athena removed it from its socket, knowing its power would aid her, yet feeling also deep sorrow at the passing of this fearful creature. Great. So I got 1 star. How many of these are there?
Long ago, I shaped these lands according to the purpose of the hidden words. Thus all things have meaning, where before was only chaos. Know that, and have faith.
And then there's entropy. Ever since we moved to the new side, I feel funny. No, not in that way. Just I feel like I'm about to start laughing at random. It's probably shock, right? The inability to deal with reality. Okay. Or maybe it's just that we're working in this insane place with this insane technology on this insane project, so I feel like a genuine mad scientist. I had those moments. Stand aside, mortals. We will create life. I have that knowledge by the power of science. Thanks, Frankenfurter. I mentioned this to Alex, and she got got me a pair of fake glasses. You can't be mad scientist without glasses, she said. Even Ian Malcolm had glasses. I pointed at Elle and said, life finds a way. Maybe you had to be there. J.E. Harrison, Institute for Applied Neomatics. And fresh by the spirit of Jeff Goldblum. Cicero. Shall the industrious husbandman then shall plant trees the fruit which you shall never see, and shall not the great man found laws, institutions, and a republic? What does the procreation of children imply, and our care to continue our names, and our adoptions, and our scrupulous exactness in drawing up wills, and the inscriptions on monuments, and I've heard of this before, and panegyrics, but our thoughts run on futurity. What do you imagine that so many and such great men of our republic who have sacrificed their lives for its good expected? Do you believe that they thought that their name should not continue beyond their lives? None ever encountered death for their country, but under a firm persuasion of immortality. Themistocles must have lived with his ease, so might I'm terrible with ancient names, or just foreign names. Panonides not look abroad among the ancients for instances, so I myself. But somehow or other clings to our minds, a certain passage of our future ages, and this both exists most firmly and appears most clearly in men of the loftiest genius and greatest souls. Take away this, and who would be so mad as to spend his life amidst toils and dangers? The continuation of life through progeny is something I don't like to think about. Chatbots are becoming increasingly sophisticated. True, but hardly relevant to this discussion. Are you sure? How do you know that I'm not a bot? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not ridiculous. Honestly, how would you know? Haha, troll. I'm not a troll. Yeah. Is there anything I've written so far that would not be written by a bot? I responded to simple insults like ridiculous and troll with very basic negations. And I detected that none of you use proper orthography, so I avoided capitalization. What's the capital of France? Paris. Even the simplest script could pull that info from the net. What's the capital of Croatia? Zagreb. Okay, she's a bot. Lol. I'm not a bot. I'm European. We learn these things in school. I've seen you in this chat room many times. Bots can't be between interjet random comments. Same as right. Stop trolling. Same as a bot. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. I may have just done a bad thing. I quite like the reading in this so far. I think it's been good fun. I may have missed a star in here, actually. I don't know for sure. No. Okay. Damn. It seemed like the place to hide one. I want to know who's coming around and graffitiing all these signs. Like, all of these signs have been graffitied while I've been in there. That's the biggest puzzle. Okay, so I can connect that red to... There was a red somewhere I saw. That one, fairly easily. Like, that to that is ridiculously simple. I'm curious. So you can't jam those, but what I could do is I could jam the door, then I get myself a connector. I can put the connector down, and then I can pick up the jammer, and now I have both. Haha! I have upgraded a bit. Now I can jam that and get myself a cube, and now I've got 3 things. Now I have another connector. I probably need to get you out of the way. And I'm going to assume what I just want to do is trap you there. And if I've got that wrong, I can fix that later. Now the red I want to connect to is there. So I'll do that. I want that back. So I can go boom. I take the connector. I come up here and I go you to you and I connect them all. I jam you. And I'm in doo-doo. No, what I do is I come through. Wait, no, that's not going to work. Gee, thanks. I am missing something of import. I will find what I find and I will miss what I miss. Now, that is going to be a problem. That is going to be a huge problem. Isn't it? Okay. Yeah, that's going to be a huge problem. Yep, that's not going to work. I am now quite confused. Got to admit, I'm a little bit confused. Sometimes it feels to me as if I'm just being used. So, maybe there was a way, but I don't see it. Now, if I took that connector and did that directly to there, that gives me another connector. Does that mean I can do something like... Oh! So from where... Sorry, I'm not being very erudite on this, am I? And that is a false alarm. You are trying to lead me astray. Yeah, but I'm supposed to be someone who can explain what I'm doing, and I don't do very well on new logic types that I am encountering as I go. Hopefully people are following what I'm doing and enjoying it. I have no idea. These streams are never very popular. Okay, so the first one is fairly simple. Like, that works. And that gets me another connector, which allows me to go red to red, which will potentially allow me to grab this. No, but the red is still live. The red is not still live. So, I am an idiot. Can it only be a cube that does this? Because if I break this, I lose that door as well. So that's a problem. I'm glad you're both enjoying it. I am very confuzzled again. There's something about this door. I can see that. So, if I use red to open this door, that's got to allow me to do something, right? Because what I can then do is I can use blue, but that's broken red. So that doesn't work. So I can't do that. I need all three to open this. Now, I could use red to connect those. Maybe what I can do is I can go... And then do I need the blue anymore? Yeah, I do. What if I do it this way? And then I take this. Does that do anything? Alright, that's broken it as well. I was wondering if that middle door... So now I've got all of the doors open except the last one. But if I pick up any... Yeah, I don't got it yet. Because if I break blue to try and connect it through this door... I need blue to be able to have this door open to be able to connect blue with one. Oh. But I need red to have that door open. So how do I connect blue twice at once? So I can put this back and do... Actually, that needs to be... How do I connect blue twice at once? That's clever. Thank you for the hint. Appreciate that one. Who's doing this spray painting? A simple principle. Though Straton himself never used the term, his remark about the inescapable materiality of life, that like the bronze giant Talos, even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood, ultimately became known as the Talos Principle. What seemingly enraged many of the contemporaries and a significant number of later thinkers is the principle's simplicity and unassailability, which, according to a fragment found in Miletus, cut through their rhetorical webs which sought to tangle the listener with fanciful words and thoughts of the heavens, like Alexander's sword through the Gordian knot. Diogenes Laertius makes mention of dialogue by Anaximander, I've heard of this person, of Chalcedon, that expanded greatly on the Talos Principle, but that work remains lost. I have heard of that person, I think. Unofficially began work on Archive today. Contributors from every country on Earth while network connections last. A team intimidated by project scope but working hard. We'll be sharing scope with Drennan and Thurby team. Look forward to meeting them. 12 comments. First, good God. Even I get that sometimes. Seriously, Cheeseman, was the best you could say? Lol. Great selection of the human species at best, and as it worst as worst. Come on, it's just a comment. I'm not Stalin. You also can't punctuate or, yeah. This is serious, most serious thing that's ever happened. I think that's a great reason to joke around. I would agree. Last. So is that everything in this level? That glitch sound effect is really giving me a headache. No, I missed one. And stars. I missed an L, but I don't know where the L was. The L is up here. It's time to go to L. I will probably play some Diablo today over on BremSter Games. How long have I been going? 240. This might be the last level I play of this today. I have no idea if I've been playing this quickly or slowly. I've been having some fun. Hello, Mr. Reflector. So, I can connect red to red. Boom. This opens a door, which gives me another reflect. Which I can come through here and investigate at least. So now, while maintaining that, I need to get a couple of connectors back. Well, here's another one. So with an extra connector, can I make this more efficient? This is about efficiency, right? what if... Can I use a connector to connect that to that? Not from here. So that gives me that. And now I need to get a connector back. Do I actually need this connector anymore? Because I can bring this back through. Ah, I do. Oh yeah, I'm not trying to do speed run. I'm just trying to figure it out. Speed runs don't interest me very much. I just need one connector. And I don't got one. Now that door is opened by blue, but if I close that door, which is opened by all the reds, I've got a problem. So how can I connect that to the entrance easier? Maybe what I can do that to there. And that might allow me... Ah, but that's lost for that one. I was hoping that would allow me to connect red to red. Like if I moved this one to here. I was hoping that would allow me to connect that one to that one and maintain the door, but I lose the blue the minute I kill either of those two. So I can't pick that one up. If I use this, I can't connect that to that. I am baffled. I am completely baffled. Yeah, I didn't think that worked, but I thought I would check. It's possible. But this puzzle would be easy with an extra one. Wait. Wait. I can't see the door from up here. No, that doesn't work. Damn it. From up here, can I see anything? No, I really can't. Closes that door. Still using all three though. But from higher up, I can't see anything. I can't see any of the targets from higher up. But I can't connect it to that. Maybe? No. But what I would be able to do is if I could get one up there, I could see from here to here. But I still need 3. I need to do it with... And I can't see that from up here to have that door open. Can I get the... No. I can't see any of that from up here. I imagine there's a simple solution to this, but I am not seeing it. Like, if I could get this red up there and still walk through the door, I'd be okay. But I can't do that. Yeah, if I drop that, I lose that. So that gives me a 4th connector to play with. But I can't now get back through. I'm now using 3 connectors. I'm using... Hang on, I'm using 2 connectors, aren't I? I'm still using 3 connectors, aren't I? So I've still only got 1 spare. So what can I take off the rotation? Well, if I put the blue in, if I take this away, the blue's going to die. I'm still using 3 connectors. I need to connect that with only 2, and I can't see how to do that. But what do I do now? I mean, I can connect that to that, but the minute I take this one out, that goes away and I lose everything. But I would need to connect to that one. I need to connect directly to the source from that one over there. And the source is behind that wall. Any way I do this, I'm using 3 connectors. I'm not getting this. Like, I can now replace this one. But now I'm back in the same situation I was before. I'm still using all 3. No, it doesn't work. Like, I can connect that one to that one and take that one back. But how do I take that one back? Well, the triple's in. This makes no sense to me at all. Like, I feel I've got to read through here somehow. Without crossing the streams. And I can't see how to do that. Because the minute I drop a red, everything goes away. Like, I pick this up, blue closes, and I'm doomed. So it doesn't work. But if I pick up the intermediate red to try and connect it through this way, I'm both crossing the streams, but all of these doors close. This is dumb. There's like 400 ways that these walls just don't let this work. I can understand why everyone's dropped off, because there's no point to this. Being up high I thought would be clever, because maybe I could drop off that way. See, I don't need that dial anymore, but I still need
If
3.
the answer does not come to you, do not despair. The worlds of my garden are many.
So I can cut out needing to open that middle gate, but I still need 3. There's no way to keep this open. Like, and if I send blue the other way, I need even more. I need to get one more so I can send the blue beam to there. Because I can't see both that and that from any position. So I need one more connector to connect the blues. This has been, what, a quarter of the length of the stream where I've solved 20-something puzzles and I still don't have a clue on this one? This is really, really frustrating. This is the sort of puzzle that makes you go, I don't want to play this anymore. Because I need to connect that to the thing behind that wall while hitting both of those with only 2. The earliest I can see that is here. And there's no way I can... There's anything that could see... Even that's actually... Even though it said it could connect, it can't. Even that's 2. So I now need to connect that to that with only one connector. So I need a place that can see both that and that. And hit that as well. So it needs to be able to see that, that. I can't even run it in 10 seconds, and that at the same time. With one connector. And it can't go through that wall. Because while I thought I could connect red through here, as soon as I try, the blue is closed and it doesn't work. So I can see red from here to here. So for example, I can pick that up, but now everything is closed. And if I was to pick up the other one, the blue one is closed and I can't do the connection anymore. Both of those are closed. So it's impossible to make the connection. Yeah, it takes 3 and I can't do it with 3. You have to do it in 2. If this has some sort of dumb solution with a mechanic that hasn't been introduced in the game yet, this gets a massive thumbs down. Yeah. So the minute any of those 3 doors closes, this door auto closes as well. So if I don't have all 3 in place, I can't move. So I can't remove any of the reds. So I need to connect the blue. So the thing is, how do I connect that to that with only 1? So it's got to be a jumping puzzle. So there's got to be a way I can like jump up on these and then up onto the top up there or something. No, you can't make a back path shortcut because as soon as I do that, the blue gate closes and I've lost my back path. It has to be a jumping puzzle. There's no other possibility. So I can't run red through the back to make the connection that I could see here. I can go over this gate, but this gate's not the problem. This gate is opened by that if I use those two connectors, which auto bypasses that one anyway. The only one it bypasses is the one I don't need to worry about. Using the high points, I can only bypass the gate that is automatically opened by having something on a high point. No, you can't go over the blue gate that way. There's no high point here. And I can't see the high platform from the blue gate at all. And I can't connect blue that way, because even if I tried, it's just going to nullify. Because this is a not crossing the streams puzzle as well. But yeah, as I said, I can block this and the rest will stay open because I'm bypassing that gate. But bypassing that gate's not an issue. Yeah, so that's so I can run a blue beam through here without the red getting in the way. Absolutely. But I need a second. So unless there's like a hidden one that's invisible that you don't get to, or it didn't render in the level correctly, or something, or there's some hidden mechanic, like it's hidden in the shade and invisible or something. Yeah, the elevation is to prevent the crossing of the streams. So I can run a blue through here without it, without the red being in the way. That's absolutely what the elevated platforms are for, and that's supposed to be, I imagine, the tricky part of the puzzle. But the rest of it, you need 3 for red and 2 for blue, and there's only 4 in the level. I have no idea anymore. I don't know how to find out. There's no mechanic in the game that tells me what level I'm on. Red L. The deception is actually the fact that up until now the game was fun. You don't do a game where you ramp puzzles up in difficulty from here's a 1, here's a 2, here's a 3, here's a 4, here's an 11. If this has a solution, it is so much harder than everything else we have seen. Okay. This is... Then I'm an idiot and I don't play this game anymore. Unfortunately, I've played it for over 2 hours, so I can't get a refund on it on Steam. You absolutely need to use the last two. Okay, then I don't need that. And I don't need that. Now what? It's okay. Blue is connected. So I'll pick up this one to make the final blue connection. There you go. Blue connection made. It's not working. I need to pick up the last one. So this one. And run blue back. Well, I can't see blue from the platform, so I can't do that. So it's got to be at ground level. I do this. And I can't connect. So I still need to do this to connect that to that. Now I can do that to connect that to that. And now what? Oh, I can connect that up as well. No, I can't get the blue. So I can pick that up to go get the blue. So by doing that, and that. No, that's the wrong position. I can pick that up. And I could potentially try and run blue to here. And now when I pick this up, that one closes, and I'll make that blue connection for you. There you go. No, it's not possible. From up here, there is no way to see the red platform. Okay. But that's going to be too low. I can't do it from up top. I need to do it from up top. Otherwise, I'm going to have the line of sight issue between the door and the blue. So you want me to do it from here to here. Great. And now I can't see blue from up there, so I do this from ground level. And I connect that and that. Wow. That is not... that was not a fun puzzle. I'm sorry. That was in no way fun. So you needed to connect that up and then bounce that to that so you could bounce blue around the back. And now how do I even get out of this level? Yeah, that was... I'm definitely done with this game. Maybe I'll come back in a few weeks when I've forgotten how it all works. But I'm very uninterested in progressing at this point. That was... Yeah, I get that. That was not fun. I possibly would have been clearer in my head if I hadn't been trying to present to chat as well. No, it's all on the internet for people to see how stupid I am. Thank you for the assistance. I really do appreciate it. That was not one I think I could have ever solved on my own. At least, maybe I could have. I don't know. Anyway, thank you everyone. I'm really sorry about that one. That was so frustrating. That's really put me off the game in a big way. Just... yeah, really put me off the game in a big way. Oh well, I'm going to end the stream there. Yeah, it's hard to do that when you're streaming, really, but I possibly did need to do that. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Yeah, again, I'm really sorry that that ending was just terrible. I did not do well at all. No, it happens. Even when solving Sudoku and stuff, occasionally I have to say I can't do this and move away. Ooh. Okay. thank you everyone for watching, and I'm going to go take a break, and I will be back probably on BremSter games later. I'm not sure with what. It may end up being Titan Quest, maybe Diablo, maybe something else. I'm not sure. Thank you everyone for watching, and as always, good. I assume it auto saves. Good luck with your solving. Bye everyone.